Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away. This is the last video of 2024 and I was racking my brains. What should I do as the last build video today? I figured I'm going to do pack 10, the Agora models release, and build the Spy Who Loved Me, Lotus Esprit. So we've only got 2 more packs of this to go now, and obviously we'll almost finish the DB5 as well. Are we going to be getting any more Bond cars? Well, recently Agora Models did announce the 2 new cars that are coming out next year, which are the Jaguar XKR and also the Aston Martin Vanquish, and you can see them on the Agora Models website now. More details of that will be coming in 2025. But if you want to get this one, I have put a link in the video description, and I've also put a QR code on the screen there. Now, I've only brought the bodywork up, so I believe it's the bodywork that we are working on today. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So we're going to be starting with stage 76 here. We're going to be doing the Tailgate Pistons. Let's get these open. And the first thing I need to do is bring over what we were working on last time, looking just like this. I'm going to be taking one piston and I'm going to be aligning that with the slot that I've got just there on the side. It's going to be held in with a PS16 screw. So one in this side. And one just in this side here. Put that to one side. And now I'm going to be putting a mat down and bringing over what we're working on at the end of the last pack here. So, having it this way round, I'm going to be putting this plate into place just on top here, like that. Now the pistons that we've got here are just going to be going underneath that before I close it down. So one's going to be on there like that. Just lift this side up as well. Feed that under. So that's the second one in there as well. And then just use 3 DS20 screws, tiny bit of oil on them, just to secure this plate into place. And there you go. With that in, that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 77, we've got a box here. We're going to be assembling the Periscope. Just get everything out here. And this is going to be a very, very quick stage because as you can see, we've got this little Periscope cover, which is going to go actually on the Periscope. Now it is meant to tilt down. So let me just get this in. So now that looks like that. And because that's all there is to do in that stage, I'm going to put that to one side and move swiftly on to stage 78. We'll do both of these together. Because in stage 78, looks like we've got some glazing here, or some window glass. Looking just like this. And some screws. Now I want to have this with the rigid side facing upwards, like that, because I'm about to put the glazing over the top of this Louvres here. So that's going to go in just like that. I'm trying to keep my fingers off of it. Now this whole thing is going to go onto the tailgate panel here. So I think it's just a case of lining that up, making sure everything goes in like that. And then I've got these PS21 screws, and that's going to hold this into place. So I want to put screws in all of these holes going around here. So it looks like there's 8 screws in total to put in here. Again, when you're putting these in, just make sure they're hand tight. You don't want to over tighten them because you are going into plastic. You don't want to round off any screw threads. But I'll get all of these in. And there you go. With that into place, that's how that looks. And that's all there is to do in that stage, or those stages actually. In stage 79, we're going to be starting to build the missile launcher. Let's get all of these parts out. Wow, look at these. So I want to actually take the launcher tubes, bring over what we just created, and these are actually just going to be going at the bottom here. So I need to make sure they're round the right way, so that when they're in here, I have lined up the hole for the screw, which is going to be going down here. It's a PS 05 screw, and I'm just going to get this in here. So from the other side now, that's how that's looking. I will put my cloth down again and have it that way round, because I've got the missile launcher base to put on. You see we've got a hole that we can align up again there, so that's going to go on just like that. And again, a PS05 screw is going to keep that into place. And bring over the car, because we've got the fun bit now. I'm going to be putting this into place. So what I want to do is put the pistons into the shafts and then align that with where it's going to go there. That's looking good. Now we've got some DS20 screws. It's these screws that are going to be attaching the hinges to the main body of the car. So once they're in, I can open this just so I can access the hinges here. And I can tell straight away this is going to be fiddly. And I've got one in one side. You do want to open quite far to be able to get to both sides. Turn it over, do the other side. Pretty much that's how far you need to have it open so you can access these hinges, no problems. I'm just going to tighten up this side. And there you go. That's into place. It lifts up and goes down. Now it's saying the missiles we can actually put in any order, so it doesn't matter which one goes in where, because we've got 3 small ones and 1 ready to launch. So these can just go in like that. You don't glue these in, they just sit in like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 80, we're going to start to assemble the roof liner here. So let's get that out. Now we've only got a couple of pieces in this, so I am going to bundle this with stage 81 as well. So first thing I've got is an overhead console here, which is just going to go in this way onto the position just there. Let's open these PS38 screws, and it's going to be screwed in just from the other side. Just like that. And then, as I said, I'm going to move on to stage 81. Looks like we've got some glazing in 81 as well. This is the front screen by the look of it. But I have got the sun visors here. And I'm just going to be putting the sun visors into place. So the slanted side is going towards this center console. So it's just a case of putting one side in and then clipping in just like that. Do the same on the other side. This side in here. And then clip it in like that. So that's the sun visors in. And that is all there is to do in those 2 stages. So in stage 82, we are going to be able to attach that window to the vehicle, and we've got the Louvres slats for this, which look like this. There is quite a bit to do in this stage because we are still working on that headlining. And for that reason, we're going to be making the rear view mirror, which is basically these 2 parts here. This part's going to provide a base for us to actually stick the reflective material on. So I've got that section of the rear view mirror there. I want to peel off this mirrored sticker here. I'm not quite sure what that one's for yet. We'll figure that one out. That's going to go on here. Now, as I say in all of these builds, if it comes with a protective plastic, which it does, I'm keeping the plastic on there. And I'll take that off as the last thing, because it just stops my fingerprints going everywhere on it. I want to put the mount for the rear view mirror just on here, and it goes in the direction of the shorter side, so it looks like that. Bring over the headliner, and this is just going to be going into here like that. It has got a locating lug which helps you place that where it needs to go, and then I need to open these PS21 screws here so I can screw this in from this side just here. Excellent, so that's in like that. Put that to one side, and now bring over my mat, because I'm going to be putting the windscreen glass down with a ridge side facing up, and once again, like we did for that rear Louvre, we're going to be putting this over the top here like this. So then once that's in place, let me just move this headliner. I will bring over the car. Lift up the bonnet so that I can put this into place here. Then I can probably close the bonnet again, no problems at all. It's nice and flush in there, so I'm happy with that. But I am going to be attaching it with PS21 screws from the other side. So what I am going to do, because I don't want that falling out when I turn it over, I'm just going to put some masking tape over the whole thing there so that I can now turn this over. And with these silver screws, get this into place. So it looks like I need 5 of these. So I'm going to get all of these in. Now they're not asking me to put anything in these middle ones, just so you know. But they're all into place just like that. And now while I've got it round this way, just lining everything up here, obviously my missiles are falling out, I'm going to be putting the headliner in. So the headliner is just going to be going in here, just like that. That fits lovely into position there. Take some DS02 screws, and I've got 2 to put it into the middle here, and then just 2 on each end here. So let me just turn this back round the other way, and there you go. That's how that's looking. I can take this off now. Excellent. Just put this to one side. And I've got a roof mirror sticker. That's what this one's for. A roof mirror. Okay. This is just going to be going into this mount that I've got here. Making sure it's the right way round. That's perfect. Now, we just want to keep that safely to one side. So we've got 2 parts here which we haven't fitted at the moment. The periscope and that roof mirror. So that brings us to the last stage of this pack. This is stage 83. We're going to be doing the rudders. And that is a case of just figuring out which one's left and which one's right. They are labelled inside, L and R. So probably best on the top camera. I'm laying them out how they want me to in the instructions. This is the left one. This is the right one. And these are going to be going in to positions just like that on there. So, just a case of pushing this section into here and then taking a PSO2 screw and just screwing this in from this side here. Now you want it tight but not too tight because you want to be able to turn them like that. Do the same on the other side, and again that can operate just like that. And with those rudders complete, that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now, you know what? I do like these ways of building things that we're actually putting the whole lot of the bodywork together, as you can see here. And then I guess we're just going to drop it over the car and connect all the electrics up. I think that's how that's going to go. But at the moment, as I said, we've got all the Louvre windows in place. We've got the working bonnet, the working trunk. We've got the doors opening there. I mean, pretty cool, isn't it? Once again, oh, and these obviously come up as well, as you can see. There. If you want to get this for yourself, once again, I have put a link in the video description to the Agora Models website. There's also that QR code on the screen, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. All that leaves me to say is Happy New Year. I hope your celebrations, if you are celebrating tonight, go well, and I will see you in 2025. Take care.